The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening.
Here's our start. Just
Too high.
Let me know.
Too low.
No, that's right. That's right. Do you want to just let me know when you're recording?
Yeah, I'm recording now.
Yeah, it's hot.
Isn't it rich?
Oh, sorry. Now I'm recording.
Isn't
Oh,
it?
sorry. No, it was
got a
recording
pop-up.
before. It was recording before.
He got a
now.
virus pop up.
Yeah,
But
it's
he's
recording now.
McAfee-
It's recording now.
And Juice McAfee's got this one, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, we got.
People love this, and you're really ruining it for
No,
them.
we got.
Well, it's
we'll edit all of this out.
The virus hackers are the ones who are ruining it, and it's
Yeah.
Norton Antivirus who sponsored this 500th episode of the show. They are a brick wall. Go ahead and sing for me now.
Isn't it rich? Are we a pair?
Are we?
Me here at last on the ground, and you in midair. Where are the clowns?
Where are they?
Isn't it bliss? Don't you approve? One who keeps tearing around and one who can move.
I can just tell those levels aren't good.
Where are the clowns?
He just fluctuates.
He's all over the fucking place, I know.
There ought to be clowns. Just when I stopped.
Oh God! I thought that was it.
Yeah, I didn't know there was a bridge.
Opening doors. It's 500.
All right.
Finally knowing the one that I wanted was yours. Making my entrance again with my usual flair. Sure of my lines, but no one was there.
That's got to be the end.
Don't you love a farce?
Hold on. Actually, I just come around on
It's
it.
my fault, I
Little
fear.
Tim Curry sauce that you're rubbing
I
on it.
thought that you'd want what I'd want. I'm sorry, my dear.
Bring him home.
Goose those levels.
Send in the clowns. But where are the clowns?
Take me home, Justin.
Don't bother. They are here. They are here. Maybe next year.
Okay.
Hello and welcome.
Are you gonna sit back down now?
I gotta sit back down. Yeah, we could all do standing if you guys wanted to. But
No, this is
Are
my
you
home.
fuck-
I'm very comfortable.
The conceit of the episode is we have just filled our rigid frames with hot pasta. The last thing I need to be doing is elevating
Can I
my...
introduce? Oh, I've introduced.
Introduce it.
499 of them. Hello and welcome to my brother, and me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm your middlest brother, Travis McElroy.
And I'm still, even after all these years, your sweet baby brother, Griffin McElroy.
So welcome to the 500th episode of My Brother, and Me, Spaghetti-ageddon 2. Too saucy. Too carbious.
Now, a lot of people pointed out that apparently in episode 251, we said that episode 500 was going to mark the beginning of period 3.0 of My Brother, and
Oh,
Me.
interesting.
And now I would like to suggest a change.
Okay.
Right off the bat. Maybe from now on, we're an advice show for a bygone era.
Okay. Old timey, like how
Yeah.
to do good at the hoop and stick.
Yeah.
Hey, so how do your bodies feel presently?
I tell you, Griffin,
Yeah.
feel great.
Okay.
I ate 2 bowls of that saucy stuff.
Yeah.
Munched it all up.
Yeah. And it's giving you...
Special thanks to our stepmom, Carol, for that saucy stuff.
Carol gave us the chunky stuff, and it's
The saucy stuff we crave.
Yeah, it's the saucy stuff we crave. And I threw that right down my hole, and it's weird because I remember Spaghetti-ageddon 1 feeling like energy had been put in me by the pasta. But weirdly, this go around, it feels like it went the other way, and it was taking something out of me because I feel like I need to go to sleep.
You feel heavy.
I feel a heft.
Well, we did also listen to smooth jazz while we ate said spaghetti.
Yeah, that helped push me further down the hole. And so maybe that's a reflection of 10 years, just sort of where my body is.
Yeah.
Now I had my pasta because it is of that bean life.
Uh-huh.
I had mine on shirataki noodles, which are made of seaweed, and they are indistinguishable. No, I'm kidding. They're bad. And saying that I
They
ate,
weren't bad.
They weren't bad. They
Saying
were
that-
fine.
That was a passable pasta experience.
yeah, but saying I ate spaghetti for lunch would be like saying I read the VHS Amore on the back of Old School and I had seen the movie Old School. There's
Right.
really not a connection between the two. It's a ghost of the experience.
That's fair. So
I
this is our 500th
hate-
special episode.
I hate recording in the same room. as you
Yeah.
guys. I fucking despise it. I'm looking at your faces. We're in Travis's office.
I have also positioned Justin directly across from
And
him.
how do you work like this, Travis?
What do you mean?
It's I need sparse,
Yeah.
Spartan.
It is. There's chaos.
It's
This
chaos.
Is, this
It's
is
visual
representative
chaos.
of my brain. A lot of half-formed, but fully charged ahead ideas.
Yeah,
This is what I've done here.
you just kind of got an Ewok village play set up there next to some sort of Cinco de Mayo skeleton man.
Yeah.
So that's just like, what's the theme, bud?
Well, that shelf is all comic
We got
books.
superheroes on that big shelf.
This shelf is all about me.
I mostly focus on the Ewok playset Cinco de Mayo shelf.
Well, Ewoks like to party. Nub nub.
This is our 500th episode.
Oh boy, it feels like 486 though, doesn't
Yeah.
it? The
Yeah.
time just fucking goes the normal speed.
We're
So
gonna,
was the special element we added here us just being really sad and tired and talking about my room?
No, we're not going to talk about your room. We're going to have special guests. We've got. I'm assuming you guys have prepared some other stuff,
Yeah.
and it's going to be a fun episode to listen to.
I got updates from
Okay.
a lot of people.
Oh, that'll be
Okay.
fun.
I've got some Yahoos, but they're special Yahoos because I'll read them funny or something.
Oh, nice. Hey, do
Yeah.
you guys want to start with an update?
Yes.
Okay. So this update.
Is that your refrigerator?
I mean, are you asking if that is a physical refrigerator in the
The
room?
sound is something.
It's a little bit of a buzz, yeah.
And you let that happen?
I edit it out.
You edit the refrigerator buzz out?
Yeah.
Why don't you edit the refrigerator out of the office?
So this is from I'm, quote, new to notiversary, end quote, and you answered my question in episode 91, Feeding Frenzy. I was the question that inspired the title. You told me the best way to heal my newly single heart was to get my girl shark pack together, break some hearts, and eat some seals.
Okay.
I'm pleased to say I followed your advice, and 2012 became a year where I took chances, met new people, and moved to a new city where I met the man of my dreams. 8 years later, I'm happily married with a beautiful puppy, and I listen to Feeding Frenzy anytime I need to pick me up. All the best, Jenny.
I'm assuming you named either the puppy or your husband after us.
Yes,
Yeah.
or both.
And I'm also assuming that the husband is a very handsome, very eloquent Mako shark who has gotten the power to speak like through magic, like in the movie that won the Oscar. I can't remember.
Free Willy.
Big Man in the Water.
Yeah. I think that my bet, and Jenny did not describe the husband, but
Yeah.
here's what I like to picture.
Yeah.
A very resilient, maybe a little scarred seal.
Oh, I see.
And Jenny attempted to eat the seal, but then
Yeah.
they fell in love, and now married, and they have a seal pup, and that's what she means by puppy. It's their seal
so
baby.
They've produced a seal baby.
Yes, a
Okay.
human seal hybrid.
All right. Well, that sounds like a listener of our show, right, guys? Hey, what if on 500 we just fucking rip them up? We didn't really talk about this beforehand, but like, what about on 500? Like, okay, let's do this. Ready? Hey, everybody. Thank you. There is no way for us to say thanks enough to make up for how much you have done for us in our lives and created a bounty and a blessing that we or any human being who has ever lived does not deserve. Thank you. Now, but we can't just do that the whole time.
No.
So what if we just rip them the fuck up?
And maybe that'll be a start of a new era, you know?
The start of the new area is
Areola.
the new area.
Oh, we're shock
fucking
jocks.
funny.
We insult people. We talk about nasty body parts.
This is the new energy.
Let's talk about the nastiest body part, the areola.
It's fucking good.
Areola 51. Am I right, boys? Alien nips.
Areola 51 is something that we need to nurture like a small flame that hold that idea of Areola 51. I want to like make sure that we do have enough kindling to put on it and blow on it.
Because what's the follow up? You know what I mean?
Go out. Yeah, I mean that's I want to nurture it until
It's a spark right now.
Skin Dependence Day.
Skin Dependence Day, Areola 51. It's really good.
I'm getting close. You know what I mean? I'm in the areola. Because it's like
you
area.
can't do actually
can't
doing
actually
the
do the
second.
same.
There it goes.
Oh no, I killed the flame.
Not enough kindling.
Oh damn it.
Should we? Do you guys want to do a Yahoo? This is going to be pretty fucking loosey goosey.
Let's bring somebody in. Let's bring in a special guest.
Okay.
Okay. Let's. But it's not if we have a lot of them. It's not going to be very special, is it? So let's decide on 3 right now.
No, not 3.
Let's
There's
get
too
them
many
all
people.
in the room, and we'll make them fight it out.
Let's bring our daddy in.
Let's get Dad in here because he does have diarrhea, and I would
he
like
needs to go.
And I think
he ate the spaghetti.
he is bad off, boy.
Okay. Hi, Dad.
Hi.
Do you remember how to do? By the way, this episode's been so fucking low energy, Dad. So if you could bring some spice and really get us going, that would be huge.
And please display good microphone technique.
Are we blaming that on the pasta?
I'm blaming it on the pasta. And the fact that I broke my fucking spine last night at our show where I did a full-blown death drop.
Hey, Dad, I wanted to... This is Clint McElroy. He's...
Hey, everybody, it's me, Clint McElroy, bringing the energy.
So, yeah, give us that juice, Dad. That stinky stuff. The shit we crave.
About what?
About funny stuff. Just be funny.
Let me start by this.
Okay.
What's your favorite moment from My Brother and Me, the podcast?
The first time I was on.
Okay,
Now-
when was that?
Yeah, when was that?
I
remember
it was a long
exactly.
time ago because we were still up on the hill in the old studios at the radio station,
Yeah.
and I had to step outside because I was laughing too loud and it was bothering my recording compatriots.
I see.
Oh.
So I stepped outside and
So wait, we just called you on the phone?
yeah.
We called him on the phone. Was it for a bonus episode?
Yeah.
No, that was a full episode. We
We
called
were-
him on
we-
the phone.
This was back when we recorded the show on a fucking yak back. on a broken talk boy. Yeah, we would hold it up to a landline. Dad, how would you say that? What's the biggest impact on your life? Like, how have we changed it?
How have we fixed it?
How we fixed it? I guess.
You have fixed my life by enabling me to build my own career,
Finally.
you know, to make something of myself,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and I've gotten, the big thing is I've gotten a chance to like meet Joel from Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's big for you.
That was a big life
Who's
changer.
the best
for me.
famous person you've gotten to meet by riding our coattails?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good one.
Well, now wait a minute. I think Joel, maybe Joel was
Joel from Mystery Science Theater 3000?
Joel from it. Joel, yeah. Brandon Routh was a nice get.
Mm-hmm.
Nice dude.
Nice.
Yeah,
fucking,
nice guy.
Dude.
fucking jacked.
Tall.
What did you think of Brandon Routh's huge muscles?
His frame.
His pecs were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good
Yeah.
But
definition.
when he pulled up his shirt and showed us his 6-pack, I thought that was a little.
Yours is better.
It's
Well,
weird
he
that
actually-
he has to do it every 15 minutes. He has a timer on his watch.
Yeah,
that goes off.
contractually.
Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me. Whoopee.
Yeah, and he actually it was
Says a whoopee.
He says whoopee every time, which is weird.
He said, "Superman make a whoopee," and he pulls up his shirt, and he's got a 6-pack of Michelob Ultra under there every time.
That was good.
What's your favorite city we visited for live shows?
And what's the worst city
Yeah.
Let's for me going. I will go back to the Wilbur
in Boston?
in
Boston.
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 Well, you say that. We are specifically not going back to the Wilbur this year.
Oh, well, I still that first time we did a live Taz,
Yep.
and we stepped out on the stage, and I've never experienced anything like that. And I've walked a lot of stages, I've trod a lot of boards, but that was an extremely cool moment. I felt like that was awesome.
But it's not the 500th episode of The Adventure Zone.
Correct.
No, it's not.
No.
What is this for?
Okay.
And what was that least favorite city? Which one did you really hate?
Which one was a
being on?
real stinker?
And be
Really?
honest about it.
Yeah, we'll bleep it out. We'll
Just
bleep
rip
it out.
'em.
We'll bleep it out.
Because hey, Dad, after 500, we're fucking ripping them, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I would have to say that time we spent in San Francisco was
I can't believe you actually answered it.
Yeah,
we have so many listeners.
one
in
of
San
the
Francisco.
best times
Okay,
I've ever
Okay.
had.
Hey, folks, Clint McElroy, thank you so much,
Am I
Clint.
done?
You're actually done.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
done.
Do you want to say anything earnest?
Oh, honest, Ernest?
Yeah.
You mean like going on about how damn proud I am of
No,
you
Yeah,
guys?
no,
that's
get
stuff.
out, get out,
All right,
wrap it
that's
up.
kinda
No, I
weird.
love that stuff.
I just, I'm very proud of you guys. I really, and just to be able to look on my oldest son's face and see how happy he is that I am proud of him.
Oh my God.
And look, I don't want to really.
Matt, get out of the room.
Okay.
Hey, Dad, on your way out, will you send in the clowns?
Yes.
Just tell them they're up.
Do we want to send another get? Have Dad?
If Henry's not up, can you ask Rachel to come in?
Okay.
Send in.
So let's talk about how the show. Do you all think it has changed since we became parents?
I think it's all our jokes are still totally relatable.
I think everything hasn't changed. I think that we didn't miss a fucking step, did we? Did we? I don't think we missed a step, did we?
Have you guys started encountering the idea of like now our kids will soon listen to like shit we said like 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 years ago?
Are you reaching that part? Are you reaching that with Charlie, where Charlie's like talking to you about, hey,
Come on in.
come on in,
Join us.
Is Henry asleep? No. That really chaps my ass. If I'm being
Anyways,
honest.
here's Rachel.
Hi, hon.
Hi.
How are you doing? Are you frustrated because our son didn't take a nap? This is an honest place. I'm kind of frustrated. I did some work in there. Told him a story about Superman.
Can
I thought he liked it.
Wait, was it off the dome?
It was right. I flipped it right off the dome.
What did he do?
He wanted to be slow in his story and beat the Joker. So anyway, that didn't work. He's not asleep.
No, he's
Okay.
not asleep.
All right. Well,
I'm not worried
whatever.
about it.
Okay.
What am I supposed to?
Well, this is kind of a retrospective,
Yeah.
500
Yeah.
looking back.
If you could rank, this is gonna be really tough.
Uh-huh.
If you could rank your top 10 My Brother Be episodes.
17.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, hey, that's a safe bet. Shooting before the first 50 is a safe bet. You're not gonna. 17 is gonna be like our, we said some wild shit. And why did she pick 17?
Which
That's-
leaks me to 43.
Oh, that's
yeah.
a dog whistle right
And
there.
those two, if you think about it, canonically are pretty linked, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Uh-huh. I mean, I could continue to just
Just
name
name
numbers.
numbers.
How about
below
I say
five.
my least favorite ones?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
So, number 1.
Yeah. That's an easy call.
easy,
I bet
yeah.
everyone at home is going,
Yes, yes.
Unlistenable, yeah. Mhm.
You came on the team a little bit later than
You were recruited by Tom Cruise's guys, the ones he uses to find brides.
Yeah, we needed to get Griffin married to be a little bit more relatable.
the admins whittled down the list, and you were brought on the team a little bit later after the product had already been in production for a few years.
Now, is the product you in this scenario or the podcast?
It's symbiotic. I
Or is it
think.
your seed?
Oh, yeah. good
my
call.
seed? Well, let's talk about my seed.
Okay.
Pretty cool. Made a little guy with it,
You did.
didn't we? I didn't. Hey, we did it.
Thank you.
You took my seed.
And you ran with
You
it.
ran with it.
Oh.
And you
I've seen the before and after, and you did a great job
you
making
made
something out of
you
nothing.
made it your own, dude.
Yeah.
Don't say that that's weird slime. I had anything to do with it afterwards.
Rachel, you've listened to the first episode of this podcast.
Yeah.
If you imagine being 10 years ago
Yeah.
and being someone who listened to that, is there even a glimmer in your mind, even a spark, where you think, bet these guys are going to make 500 of these. This is the sort of thing that 500 of them will be.
I mean, I didn't even think you guys would still be brothers by now.
Thank
so.
you.
Yeah.
fair.
I just assumed that like people who listen to that first episode is like if you find an injured baby bird and you're like, I'm gonna nurse it back to health, but then you found out you had to nurse that bird for like 500 days, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, I really thought he'd be flying by
You
now.
only have to nurse the bird for the first 100
Yeah,
days to
and
use
then
your
you're just
metaphor.
waiting for him to fly. And you're like, is today the day you fly? I'm like, no, more jokes about horses.
Yeah. We met about a year after the show had started.
You and Rachel, not us.
No, me and Rachel, our guest, and
I met you right after you did your Second City show, or right before, somewhere around there.
April.
it was right before.
2011.
Yeah.
This would have been. And did you go back? We kind of had a little flirt going on, a little correspondence going on for a while after.
This is
we
great with
met.
Justin sitting in between us.
Yeah,
by the
he's
way.
really good at love. And did you go back and listen to the old episodes where I would talk pretty much about, like, you know, how I didn't wash my bush or some wild shit like that, and be like, I can't not get with him?
I was actually always surprised at how comfortable you were talking about how terrible your digestive system was.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
That's one of his defining features.
This man is really comfortable talking about his diarrhea on
Now-
a podcast, and he's
when
trying
we
to be my
met-
boyfriend.
But when we met, I did have bad
No, that
diarrhea
is
that I
true.
got on the airplane.
That
And I
is
told you
true.
about that.
But
And-
Rachel, you now have the insight that you can share with our listeners at home. Is that just a funny persona Griffin puts on for the radio?
I mean, he plays it up for sure.
Mr. Bad Guy.
That's a good character that Griffin plays at home. Rock solid digestion. This guy, he poops once a day, every day,
Same time.
same time. Set your watch by it. It lasts an hour and a half.
I love you a lot,
I love you too.
and I'm glad I met you. Because I feel like I can't go back and listen to episodes 1 through 50 because
You were a lot sadder.
I was much sadder.
Yeah.
That seemed to be a thing. I remember early after we started dating, getting tweets from people like, "I miss sad Griffin."
He was funnier when he was sad.
Yeah.
Hey, he wasn't.
Wicked was not.
Well, Rachel, thank you so much for your contributions to our family.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and the love and laughter that you provide me every day with your smile, your grace.
Okay, Justin's clocking out.
Okay.
Who'd you get? Your wife.
I got a big get for a real special guest.
Okay.
The co-host of Sawbones, a marital tour of misguided medicine, and my wife, my
Hey,
best friend,
Don't plug your own
Sydney
show.
Smurl McElroy. Welcome, Dr. McElroy.
Thank you. I like the purple mic.
Yeah.
That's very
Now,
nice.
Sydney, you've been with us since the beginning, since
Oh,
before the beginning. You were already shaping Justin into the performer and co-host that he is today.
Mm-hmm.
What's it like to finally see all your hard work pay off, and to have a partner who finally is bringing something to the table? Because you were a doctor for a while Justin was just like kind of a layabout video game journalist. And now he's able to provide for
true.
you and give something to society so you don't have to do all the work. Is it nice?
Yeah, I think it's a huge relief, really. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, you bet on somebody. You know, you take that gamble, you put all that work in, and
Yeah.
you just really hope at some point it pays off.
Sid, you've known us for a while. Can you remember the exact moment where success ruined us? Or, if you prefer, me specifically.
Yeah.
Right,
Because
yeah.
I've always been ruined.
Yeah,
Right.
Travis was ruined.
Travis
sort of
came
day one.
pre-ruined
Yeah.
from the factory.
We got our first iTunes review where somebody was like, "Yeah, pretty good." And Travis was, that's what did Travis. And
Yeah,
he
I got
spoiled-
second place in a lip sync battle in elementary school, and ever since
He's
then,
just
there's
been
been no living
spoiled
with me.
milk.
Yeah,
Insufferable.
I think the bidet has been a real turning
actually-
point for
Was
you.
that not a present from you to him?
I guess I take the blame for it.
But I
Yeah.
became the
But it-
sort of person that would appreciate the gift. I mean, in your
That's true.
defense.
That's
Yeah.
true. You did want a bidet before
But
I
have you
got
noticed
you the bidet.
now that he's got a pretty like constantly clean hole? Like, how has he been since that?
Yeah.
Have
Do you
noticed
mean
a sort of
as a
difference?
lover?
No, I don't want to talk about that.
I don't
Absolutely
either.
not.
Yeah.
Hey, Sid, what's your favorite episode of the podcast, My Brother, and Me?
It's so hard to choose.
Uh-huh.
I bet it is, Sydney.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
I bet it is hard. That's not why. Sydney, what's your favorite bit from My Brother, and Me? Your
Don't
top.
do this.
You can't
This
pick one
isn't
favorite
fair.
bit.
This isn't
Nobody's
fair.
taking Shrimp Heaven now yet.
Just pick
Yeah.
pick one favorite bit.
Nobody's taking Donkey.
Donkey's huge right now.
Donkey's a pretty big one.
Yeah.
It's really sad that when I try to think of my favorite bits, they're all from like over 300 episodes ago.
When I asked Sydney to come in here, Rachel said, "It's fine. I just did it. It took 5 minutes. You have to stroke the egos a little bit." But that quote is to be expected. Oh boy, Sydney's refusing to do that though. Maybe like
No, I'm very. I love them all. It's just you guys are so great.
More of a Taz
and-
fan.
Yeah.
you are you have listened to My Brother, Me. That's what hurts. just one thing.
I-
showed you
I-
videos of like, look at the funny thing I
I
did.
haven't listened since we had kids.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
That's fair.
So you haven't heard all the shit he's been talking about these two.
Everyone can agree all our best episodes were before that anyway,
Yeah.
to be fair.
But
That's where we were just really grinding. We were just like, hey, we just got to record. We just
know.
got to get an hour
Well,
out
the
there.
show was our kid, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The three of us got together and made a baby, and the baby was our show.
Yeah.
There was a lot of horse stuff back then.
And that's fucking funny. Like, why do you think that that's so funny, Sydney?
Sydney, why are horses so funny?
I mean, they're big.
They
Yeah.
are,
you know,
yeah.
Big. We never
size is
talk
part
about
of
that.
it,
Yeah.
I think. And
They got funny names.
they kind of look like they're gonna talk, right? Like,
Yeah.
The
they
mouth like
kinda-
that?
They look like at any moment they're going to, and it's weird then that
Yeah.
you like ride them.
Have you guys seen BoJack Horseman? He talks.
He talks, yeah.
He taught
And
Mr. Ed.
I'm glad to finally get like a doctor's opinion on the fact that horses' mouths look like they should be talking.
Yeah. They
Like
do.
I feel that so to my core.
Mhm.
Sid, was there a moment in our meteoric rise to podcast stardom where you thought, I got to start treating him better. I'm going to lose him?
Yes.
When was that? No? Okay, that's fine. You treat me very well.
No. I mean, you know, I guess at some point with like, you know, the live shows and everything, and everybody cheering for you all.
Yeah, cheering like
Yeah.
I want to fuck your brains out, Justin, stuff like
Look at
that.
that sexy guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal him.
I love the one who only wears Disney shirts.
I'm gonna steal that wiener.
Sydney, what do you feel like you as a podcaster have learned from us in your own podcasting careers?
Well, I
Mhm.
mean, this sounds like I'm stroking your egos, but everything. I would never have done a podcast otherwise.
This is that good shit. Keep it coming.
No, but I mean, it's true. I would never have thought to do it. I mean, in the doctor world, a lot of us don't know what podcasts are or how
Oh.
to find them or get them or
You've
how
been
you
telling
would go
them
about it.
though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is that
She
but-
burns them cassette tapes.
I mean, it's growing, but we're not like doctors are never on like the cutting edge of like cool new media
Sounds
or
like-
anything cool and new.
Sounds like those
Just
doctors have borders, and they're not without
Oh.
them. They have some borders around what they'll listen to,
And they only
Apparently.
shop at Borders.
and they only shop at Borders, which is closed, so they can't buy podcast CDs.
You know, just side note, because you just made me remember this. For like the first 50 episodes, to get my friends to listen to it, I did burn it onto CDs.
Oh,
in
yeah,
different
for sure.
episodes.
Choice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
I used to because I worked at the Shakespeare company and they had like a company van and I would use it to drive like materials and then the touring company would use I would like leave the CD in the player so that when they started the car it would just be
that
on.
sucks,
Yeah.
bud.
Yeah.
That
But
is
look at me
rough.
now.
rough.
Now at work, sometimes people will be like, "How's your blog?"
Oh,
Doing.
cool.
It was
Come
pretty
on.
good. I mean, this is a confessional sort of medium, right?
Now, is there a possibility the doctors are doing that because they're jealous?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think they know what I'm doing.
Would you say who would you say, Sydney,
Mm-hmm.
has saved more lives?
Okay, this
Good
is
question.
interesting because we get
Us?
emails from people. They're like, "You saved my life."
Yeah.
with your
Yeah, you really
energy."
made me laugh.
Us
and-
or a doctor? You.
A doctor, me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
let's change the parameters. a
Okay,
little.
wait, okay. Think about it this way,
You.
right? You're strong, right? You could pick up 50-pound weight. Ant, very tiny, picks up a big crumb. I think that's more impressive.
Right.
So you may have saved
Okay.
more lives, but the amount we've saved comparatively,
We are Pizza Rat.
yeah.
You see us saving a life, and you're like, that shouldn't be them doing that. But we're gonna
But you
eat.
do it anyway.
I
We're
guess
gonna
what
eat
I'm
that
saying
pizza.
is, are you proud of us?
Of course, I'm proud.
Yeah.
You all have definitely your skill set has brought a lot more joy to people than I think my skill set does.
Well, but but the problem is you also do podcasts, and
Yeah.
I do not doctor. So
Yeah.
you still handily whip my
Well.
ass.
Yeah. Sydney, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.
Will you at some point? Will you see if Charlie wants to come in? We'll get a real Bim Bam fan on
She
here.
will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are
Good.
you sure you're
Could
ready
I
for that?
could I get
Yeah.
my wife in to talk about how great I am? It's just
Sure. Yes, I guess.
okay.
But we gotta hurry. We're running out of time.
It's just that you got to talk to your wives, and I just miss Teresa a lot.
Yeah, I know, but look at the time.
Yeah, I know.
Where does it go?
I mean, we're only half an hour into our hour-long show.
Wow. Okay, we have time for lots of special guests.
Yeah.
Thank you,
All right.
Sydney.
Thank you all.
I'm gonna go blast off in the bathroom while we wait for our next guest.
All right. This is a segment where Travis and I talk about
Yeah.
Griffin, who has
Shitties
left
or
the room.
pissies?
Just pissies.
Yes, please.
I just think I might not edit this one.
Oh?
Yeah, I think I might just leave all
Raw.
this. Wouldn't that be fun? Just
I mean,
to have
Justin
a raw.
and I were really quiet while you peed, so we could hear it through the microphone.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
That's authentic.
that's that rough and raw stuff, you know?
Yeah,
Joe Rogan.
let's listen to how Justin would do it. Uh-oh.
Be quiet. Maybe he's nervous.
I hear it a little bit.
Maybe we should open the door.
Juice, open the door.
The acoustics are bad.
We need to get room tone on your pissies.
We're gonna have you finish this bottle of water and do a take 2.
Real quick before he gets back, Travis, you're my favorite.
Okay, thanks.
All right, just count us back in.
Okay, it was just your pissy was real quiet.
And a 3 and a 4.
You know what to do.
Do you want to do another catch up?
Yeah,
Want
we'll
to check
wait for
in?
my wife.
Yeah.
My wife.
My wife. I legitimately thought I had a problem with the weird excess chocolate in my office, but Justin being like, just throw it away, made me feel much better. I have not thrown away the old chocolate, but it comforts me to know that the chocolate police will not come for me if I do. I would now appreciate your advice on whether I should make a sign for my office with the nickname you gave me, Dr. Prematorium's Fudgematorium.
That's good shit.
Yeah. Hi, honey.
Hello.
Yes, make that sign. Hello, welcome.
That was a pretty low stakes sort of problem that we saw too, huh?
Yeah, we did start doing a lot more slow pitches in our later years.
Well, you can only do so much roommate shit.
Now, joining us in the studio is the co-host of Schmanners, a wildly popular advice cast that I also happen to be on. And it's Teresa McElroy. And she and I started dating 2 months before we started recording My Brother and Me. So she has been there from the beginning. And you've really seen me become unbearable. Is that true?
It's true.
Yeah.
I think that the real catalyst for Travis's head not fitting through the door
Yes.
anymore is to thank Travis for Travis.
Yeah, that did
Yeah,
happen.
that-
A thing I started myself.
I think
Which
you did.
is, very appropriate.
Yeah. That's the thing. It's like, oh, who said that first? I did.
I love that Teresa needed basically no prompting to get into that. Someone said, "Hey, isn't Travis kind of?" She just ripped the sleeves off her shirt. It's like, let's fucking go.
Well, here's the thing. Here's what people don't see, the listeners at home, is that my wife does not think I'm funny. And so the balance there is
I like to make him work pretty
yeah,
hard
I'll
for
come out and
it.
be like, hey, listen to this funny thing I did. And she'll just look at me like, that's dumb. And I'm like, oh no, people
Hey,
laughed at it on Twitter.
Have you heard about Play Along at Home?
I have.
What do you think? Let's get your thoughts
In the
on
dark moments, in the dark times when Travis is staring into a mirror lit only by candles and his own sadness, and he says, "Maybe I should stop doing Play Along at Home."
That is the opposite of what happens, good sir. I come busting into whatever room she's in, like, listen to these questions I wrote. You'll never believe what I found out about squirrels or whatever.
What's your feelings on Play Along at Home?
Well, the first time that he came to me with this quiz, I said, "So is this quiz for your brothers or for the listeners?" And he said,
A good, important question.
he said, "Yes, it's for everyone."
It's for everyone, so they can play along at home.
Okay.
And I thought that these would be maybe like it would be some kind of like trivia game,
It
or
is.
it would, but it's not
Yeah.
really.
Now, honey, would you say that maybe I happen to have a certain, I don't know, dark desire to create things that only I find funny?
Oh, you mean like Sad Libs?
Like Sad Libs and Play Along at Home and pretty much half the stuff I've done
all
with my
all
entire
the
life.
jokes you've ever said.
Yeah. It's just like, I find that you can't please
Okay,
everyone.
I heard that, Justin. Not all the jokes. You're right.
Honestly, you've honed me, I would say, to a razor sharp edge. Only on my best stuff makes it on air now.
Now tell me, is Play
What,
Along
what
at Home?
podcast is that?
Yes.
That's
Is Play Along at Home part of the Razor?
Hey, you wouldn't believe the other shit I don't use. Now, Teresa, what is your favorite episode of My Brother and Me?
Well, I would be remiss if I didn't say Spaghetti Geddon 1.
You are the first of the wives to actually name an episode, so thank you.
Thank you for that.
nice.
What's your favorite bit?
Does Fugue for Tin Brothers, does that count as a bit?
I think
I
it does,
think
yes.
so. We
Yeah.
didn't really write that. but
Right.
Yes.
Technically, Lynn stole the music for it, so
And our jokes.
So
And-
he didn't really write it
and
either.
so who? That's the
wrote
real
it?
noodle scratcher.
It is.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wrote
Who
it?
wrote that?
This is like that time travel
To
conundrum.
whom
If
does
I-
the bit belong?
Exactly. If I go back in time and I hand Shakespeare a copy of Hamlet, and then he uses that to make Hamlet. Who wrote Hamlet, right?
Still Shakespeare, or I guess who
No, because I'm creating a cyclical loop of where did I get it from?
Shakespeare.
Okay, but I'm taking it back to him and giving it to him, and he's using that to make Hamlet.
Yeah, but you still gave it to him because you had it from Shakespeare.
Oh, damn, Griffin, you solved it.
What he's not saying is then he disappears from the photograph, right?
Right.
Why is
So-
Shakespeare in the photograph? Who took a photograph of Shakespeare?
And then you gotta get Shakespeare and Mrs. Shakespeare to hook up in a car at their junior prom.
You gotta get Biff out of
You gotta get Biff out of
What if you went back too far and you gave it to teenage Shakespeare and he wrote it was like, this sucks. Bring me a play with jugs. And then he never wrote anything.
No, but then he wrote Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah,
Sure,
true.
right. Okay, that's
Right.
fair. Teresa Marie, thank you so much for joining us. On
and
this
for
podcast.
making our brother a better person.
Indeed.
a
Yeah.
thankless
Justin-
job.
Yes.
That
You
has,
made Justin a better person.
You've got-
we all appreciate
you've got
it.
so many more miles to go, Teresa, but these,
I am a bearable person now.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You're my favorite person.
Hey,
Aw.
thank you. You're my favorite too.
I love you.
I love you too.
Oh no, they're kissing, they're
Oh, no.
Frenching right on the table.
That's how
All
we
right.
do it.
And I hope that your listeners know that it's all in good fun. We
Oh,
rib each other.
wait,
and we
But
love
apparently
each other.
not my jokes.
No, your jokes are terrible.
She got the memo, man. Post 500, ripping that butt.
Thank you, Teresa.
You're welcome.
She's ripping that butt. She's ripping your butt, dude.
Okay, so we have in the room now. Griffin went to go get Henry. I don't know how long we're going to have him. BB, hello.
Hello.
Well, that's Charlie.
That was a no from Henry.
that's a big no from Henry.
Okay. Here, Griffin, you share a microphone with me.
Okay.
That's a rubber glove.
That's a rubber glove, Charlie.
And
Why
Uncle-
does Travis have that in his office? That's a great question. Is it for weird bad stuff?
No, it's for my hair.
For what?
Hi, BB. Please don't call me Travis, BB. You know I don't like that.
Stop touching the microphone, Charlie. Now, wait, good mic technique. Come on, baby. Good mic technique.
Okay,
Babe, we've done our drills at home.
Hi.
Charlie,
Charlie.
what's your favorite bit? Like you watch, you know how sometimes you and I, before you go to bed, watch at your asking for it, watch the My Brother and Me cartoons that people make on YouTube. You know how we watch this sometimes?
The one about ice cream or the one where you make a new outfit with it? Those are my two favorites.
Is the one about ice cream the one with the flavor brown?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How-
that
do
was
you-
pretty
how-
good.
How's that song go?
Well, I forgot.
Do you want ice cream or the dreamy screamy cream in the chocolate flavor or vanilla bean?
I want to switch.
Okay, do you want to come over and sit with me?
Hey, BB, why don't
There you
we
go. Yeah, go sit over
use
there,
the
cousins.
same microphone?
Oh, that's great.
Charlie, if you did a podcast about anything, what would you do a podcast about?
Candy.
Okay, what would you say about candy?
That I love candy, and we'll talk about all the different kinds of candy.
Yeah, BB, what's your favorite candy?
Strawberry.
Like those weird little strawberry hard candies with gush in the middle?
Yes.
You like the gummies too. Do you like sour gummies?
I know. Well, I like sweet gummies.
Okay.
Okay, cousins, don't fight over the microphones, please.
Charlie, do you think Marin was overrated just because he's been on the scene for so long?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Do you think when
BB,
cereal came around and sort of like opened up a lot of people to podcasting? would you
BB,
say
don't
that
play with the wind filter, please.
Let's leave the one filter there.
Let's just leave him right there. We don't need to touch it anymore.
Hey, BB, don't touch.
Don't touch.
So, Charlie, I was asking you about Serial Season 1. It seemed to really cause a real zeitgeist. Do you think that was for the positive or for the negative? Do you think... I'd like a critical analysis.
What do you think about cereal?
It's amazing.
Yeah, what is your
Yeah.
favorite thing about cereal?
That when some cereals get soggy, it gets really sweet.
Yeah.
Just
BB,
like-
do you like cereal?
Yes.
What's your favorite cereal?
Strawberry.
You like strawberry. Okay, I'm picking up that I think... Is your favorite food strawberries?
Yes.
Yeah, strawberries pretty good. What's your favorite My Brother and Me bit?
You silly daddy.
Okay. I am pretty silly. Do you think Daddy's funny?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, can I ask you a question, BB? How do you feel about Play Along at Home? Do you like it, or is it really bad?
I like it.
Yeah, that's who I'm doing it for.
Okay.
My turn.
Okay, Charlie, what do
Okay.
you think about Play Along at Home?
It's amazing.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I'm resonating with the younger generation. I'm picking up
That's
that new
huge.
demographic.
That's
Charlie,
interesting.
Do you think that Uncle Travis and Uncle Griffin are too mean to Daddy about opening his refreshing sodas in the middle of the show?
I knew it.
I know. Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
But he does kind of grip it and rip it,
He
right?
grips it and he rips it, right?
He really makes a meal of it.
No.
No.
Charlie, do you have any other favorite My Brother, Me bits that you'd like to share with us?
No. Those are the
Only those two. Out.
BB,
Silly Justin.
BB, we've been thinking about rebranding. Can you think of another title? Like what else the show could be called?
No, Uncle Travis,
Uh-huh.
what's your favorite of your podcast? Me.
Oh, good question, Charlie. My favorite bit is there is an episode where we talk about Tim Curry driving an ice cream truck, and he says, I'm hanging out in here with Pikachu and Charmander.
I'm chilling in here with Pikachu and Charmander.
Charizard, pump the brakes.
Charizard
I need
is
Bryce
driving
to
the-
pile on.
We're all eating push pops.
And the way that Griffin says it cracks me up every time I think about it. With Charmander.
Hey, thanks, Beth.
Other chair.
BB, will you tell us a joke?
See,
What?
Charlie.
Charlie,
pretty
that's
good.
a pretty good joke. Hey, BB, guess what? Chicken butt.
Another joke. Chicken face.
Chicken face is a pretty
That's
good
actually
one.
way better than Travis's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Charlie, can you tell us a joke? Do you know a joke? Now, don't be silly. Joke telling is deadly serious.
Yeah.
Guess who?
Who?
Chicken poo.
That's good.
That's
That
good.
kind of was
That's
along the
good.
same
Terrific.
formula.
Yeah.
What?
Chicken pee.
Chicken pea? Pretty good.
Wow, this show used to be about something, wouldn't you say, Charlie?
Yeah. Charlie, what do you think this show's about?
Yeah, what is My Brother, Me about? If you had to tell a friend
Chicken
what our...
boo.
It's about chicken.
Chicken hand.
Chicken hands.
Yeah, it's another part of the chicken.
If you had to tell...
Chicken nose.
Hey, Charlie, would you say that
Charlie.
Justin has changed since he had kids?
Chicken poo.
Do you think I'm different since I had
BB,
kids?
please stop talking about chicken poop.
I've never been alive. Chicken poo.
Yeah, that's wild, isn't it?
Good point.
All right, well,
All right, thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Thank you.
cousins. I love you.
No, not.
Well, then you got to bring something.
bring some
BB,
heat.
stop
Okay.
hanging off the microphone.
No. I mean like a bit or something. Like a story
BB,
or...
would you guys sing a
Oh,
song?
hey, she does celebrity impressions.
Oh.
Oh, tight. Do Michael Keaton.
No, do a celebrity impression. One of your best ones.
Is that SpongeBob?
Yeah.
Very good.
Very good. All right, thanks, Charlie.
One more.
Okay, she got one more.
Just a little bit more heat. Uh-oh.
Kermit the Frog here.
Baby's gonna walk the room. Really explore the space. She just moved the microphone
All right.
from the stand.
Good. Charlie, do your impression.
Kermit the Frog here.
That's good
That's
stuff.
very
right there.
good.
We love it.
BB, do you want to sing a song?
Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I wonder
Okay.
what you are. Can I
Very
sing
good.
a song?
Sure, Charlie.
All the other girls hear stars beyond the northern lights. They try to shine into your curtain, too close and too bright. They try and they try, but everything that they do is a ghost of a trace of a pale imitation of you. I'll be the one to.
The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there will know how cool they are for listening.
Oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm your middlest brother, Travis McElroy.
I'm your sweet baby brother, Griffin McElroy, and this one's going right over the plate. Right, isn't it?
Like,
right over the middle
like
of
it's
the
a
plate.
perfect strike?
This one's going to be a perfect strike. Well, no, because even that sounds like it takes a lot of effort. This
Oh.
one's going to be by the books, huh?
Oh, okay.
Second base.
This one's
Just a
going to
nice
get you to
line
second
drive.
base.
This is a ground rule double. I don't know what that means.
A lot of people are like 499. That's there must be ramping up, and it's like, nah, we're not Evil Knievel. You know what I mean? We don't need an approach game. This one's gonna be right over the plate. and then the next one's gonna be fucking wild.
We're walking this batter. This is the batter where it's
This
just like
batter's gonna walk.
we're gonna walk this one because we know the next one's an easy out. But this
Fucking-
one, this is the big slugger who scares us because earlier in the season he got that grand slam off of us to lose the big game, and now we're a little nervous around him, so we might walk him. But what's that? Oh, Travis is coming in here and he's not ready to walk him. He's got blood in his eyes. You know, he might kill this batter.
I
This is-
guarantee you will finish this episode of the podcast and say out loud, "Fine."
Yeah.
That was
an
they
episode.
recorded audio into microphones for an hour, and then
No,
I listened
anybody
to it.
can do that. I'm saying I don't want it to say it's going to be bad.
Okay,
It's going to be fine.
It's
Yeah.
gonna
It's
be
just
an
gonna
episode.
be fine.
It's not juice. It might be great, but I'll tell you this much: it's gonna be a lot like the other episodes.
yeah.
This one's
This-
gonna get. This is the big unit that Travis's analogy was perfect. This episode's Mark McGuire. We're gonna pass on him. We're gonna let him go on to first, so he doesn't do a lot of real damage. But before fucking Big Poppy gets up here on 500 and slams one.
This is the thing. It's like no matter how well we did on this might end up being our greatest episode yet. But I think it would be rare to find somebody who would look at 500 episodes, like the 500th episode even, and say, "Oh yeah, but the most special one was $4.99." No, that's
I
not.
just
That's,
think
that's weird.
Here's what I'd say. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
498 perfect episodes. Okay.
Yeah.
Certainly, dear listeners, I think you would agree. We've earned one
Right.
for
No,
us.
I can't.
Not
believe
bad. Just for us.
It's go listen to episode. I'm gonna just 361. This one's gonna be like that. Assuming it's not a live show or whatever the fuck. Like this one's gonna be like episode 127, right? It's just gonna be a fucking episode.
Close your eyes and picture your platonic ideal of a My Brother, Me episode. This is gonna be it. This is the Venn diagram of normal episodes, and this one is going to be one circle.
We're gonna do Yahoos. We're gonna have fun, but like, don't expect us to set some shit up.
No.
This is not the Rosetta Stone. You need to understand episode 500. This one's Mark McGuire, MLB former home run record holder.
But
Now,
don't
Griffin, you've
lower
ran
your expectations either.
No,
it's gonna be fine. It could be good.
Griffin, you randomly pulled the 361, and I think that this episode, I would like to do this a few times.
Yeah,
I'm going to just click out a random number generator
sure.
and return to some great episodes. I don't want to play clips from them.
Yeah,
I just like to. So in 361,
yeah.
see if any of this.
Okay.
Hashtag Mambo number 5.
Nope.
Nipple shrapnel.
No.
Nope.
A frequency situation.
Nope.
Fondue rules.
That
No.
rings something of a bell.
Navy beans, Friles, and Nazier. It sounds like one.
Oh, wait. Okay. Friles
That
and
sounds
Nazier.
like when we talked about Frasier in that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
one
that's
of
gotta
many.
be. Yeah.
Hey, but we don't normally reminisce on this show. This one's got to be by the books, Juice. So
Well, I want it to be by the books. I
Yeah,
would
we've
just like
never
to
made a
take-
callback before, Griffin.
I
never
just
successfully.
no, not see a callback implies that we're just recycling bits.
Uh-huh.
I want to just return to the randomly selected episode 141, Dan the Man with the Flan Plan.
Oh, no, I know that
Already
one.
Fun to say. February 2013. So young. Favorite Oscars. Squatting.
Okay.
Eye butt.
That's
What a
great.
fruitful period. Big city living.
Okay.
Dan sexual.
Now,
no
that one I
idea.
remember.
How rich! What a rich tapestry we
rich
were weaving.
time that
Did you say?
was.
Did you say I butt?
I
Was that lowercase I, big B butt, like it was from Apple?
Lord
Just an-
Almighty, that's good.
an eye butt is one that was in here.
That's
Okay.
a very powerful. That's a powerful turn of phrase. What might be a fun game is what is the most recent episode that I can't remember a fucking lick of a thing about? Because I bet it's shockingly recent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
466. Just pulled that out of my butt. That would have been 23 episodes ago, right?
We'll think of
33?
Journey Back to 466, Griffin. That was the food train.
Okay, I remember Food Train.
Okay.
Okay, we're good. We're good. So 466.
Food train was
clear.
smart, actually.
Food Train was a
was
smart, good idea. But let's go to 439. 439. I bet you know. It's a completely different three boys hosted that show.
Okay, 439.
Yeah.
Well, that was Candle Nights 2018. So you definitely do remember
The
that.
memories are there. The memories. So then they probably sandwich around like, but this year's number, blah, 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 which is an excuse for us not to do our usual jokes.
437 to take it back to before that. A Silent Chug. That's Business Paintball, Wishbone Brutality, Big Candies.
Ooh.
The Fast Food Arms Race, Serious Zapdos, and Horny Radio Disney.
Horny Radio Disney, I remember. Okay, I locked that in. Is this fun for anybody other than us? Probably not.
It's barely fun for me.
Yeah.
I work for a food delivery service.
Congratulations.
We can all agree this is a classic start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is right down the home
And I
plate.
tried to follow it up too by doing the thing where I pretend like, even though I know Justin's reading a question, like it's that Justin is saying that thing about himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic. That's classic.
Classic. I'm gonna miss these bits in the new era.
Yeah, right.
Of in the light of 500, when things change so dramatically that it's scarcely recognizable as a podcast.
That's when I'm going to stop phoning it in.
500 is our goop. This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Really?
Listen, I want to get back to this question for sure. Although I bet that when I started with I work for a food delivery service, there were probably at least 75 people listening. They're like, yes, they did mine.
I thought you were going to say 75%, and I was going to agree.
That number might also be accurate.
I would, yeah. Anyway, 500 is our goop. And what I'm saying is we're going to transition from pure comedy to more lifestyle brand.
I like that.
That's where the money is a lifestyle brand.
Yep.
And then we can, I've got my new bit called Exfoliation Station.
Nice.
Everybody's been clamoring for me to have my own segment. So I'm going to be talking about all kinds of crystalline rubs. I'm going to be talking about peels. I'm going to be talking about acids. Abrasive, acidic, but your skin is either going to look great or
be gone.
Be completely now your bones. And even that, maybe we can talk about that.
Yeah, how to beautify your bones. Everyone's focused on such surface level stuff. I'm talking about like what's inside that counts, which is how pretty are your bones.
Make those fucking sinews pop. Let's talk about the deep tissue.
That in-skin bedazzling. I'm going to do a new segment called What Not to Wear, and it's WHERE, and it's all about which vacation spots are out this season.
Loving that.
Thank you.
I'm going to do a segment called Toxic People in the Trash for me now, and it's about relationships.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Are you in some way implying that that's Griffin and I?
No. Not in any way. You guys are bringing some incredible stuff.
Woo.
Exfoliation, the vacation stuff. I love it.
What not to wear, please.
Sometimes when I pick up food from a restaurant, I ask for a drink.
Let's run it back to the beginning of the question because we might have.
I work for okay, but that is actually applicable to me often when I. Sometimes when I pick up food from a restaurant, I ask for a drink. About half the time, they just give me a drink. But sometimes they ask for payment. And then I'm forced to pay for the drink because I'm not going to tell them I don't want it now. That's true. They very fucking got you right where they want you. Thirsty. Brothers, how can I get a free drink from these restaurants or decline the drink after the fact? And that's from no such thing as a free drink. You can't.
This is so fucking wild. This is such a wild, like, fast food hacks. Keep an empty cup from every fast food restaurant in your car so you go in for free refills level of you asking us how to fucking cheat the Burger King, how to personally cheat and bamboozle the Burger Man.
Okay, counterpoint though. I get it, because like you are in, you're like, oh, long day, huh? We're both in the food service industry. Whoo! Yeah, just picking up another order for those bags of bones who can't come in and get it. Am I right? Anyways,
Sure.
I'd love a Mr. Pibb.
Yes.
But if that's the sort of spectrum we're going off of, when I worked at TCBY, I never walked into the Baskin Robbins down the street and said like, oof, ice cream days. Tell me about it. These hot times. Oh, when the hot times are here, ice cream days get rough, right, fam? Anyway, Sprite for free, please.
But what if you had and it worked? That's what I'm saying. Is this question asker there's already some proven proof in the pudding here that they have received free drink. They're not asking, can I go do this? Half the time, this works.
But
right?
it-
So
that-
here's what I would
Yes,
do.
go ahead.
When you're like, oh, can I grab a drink while I'm here? And they're like, yeah, for money. You say, oh, no monies, and pull your pockets out and they're empty. And if you can, have a moth in there.
Moth in there. That's
That will
good.
sell it and be like, oh, no monies. And then you might still get the free drink. But at the very least, it's like, I delivered for, let's say, a sandwich chain known for their rapid deliveries. And a lot of the times, people would tip me cash, and I was so thankful because I needed that money to put gasoline into my car to get back to the sandwich chain that I worked at.
Right.
And so, like, it's not that far off. If someone was like, it's going to be $2.99 for this large soda or whatever, and I was like, no monies, like, I'm probably not lying at that point in my life.
And you did have that trained moth
yeah.
that you used for this exact scenario.
Well, the moth would wet its beak, too. You know what I mean? It would get a little Mr. Pippin there as well.
Yeah.
Here's what I would try. Hey, I'm really hey, I hate to bother you. Thanks for the food. I'm really, really thirsty.
Uh-huh.
Do you mind if I get a drink? And they're like, that'll be $1. And you look at them dead in the eye and say, I just meant from the sink in the bathroom. I was just gonna get one. I was gonna make my hands into a cup and then drink from the sink in your bathroom.
I was just
And
going to
then they
lap
will
up that muddy, dirty puddle outside. Sorry.
Yeah, no. Wow, I didn't know. I just meant the puddle water. And then they'll feel so bad that they'll maybe just comp you. Okay, just don't do that on my watch. Have a cold, refreshing nickel's worth of syrup and cardboard, and enjoy this soda. Ooh, what about this undercutting? That'll be $1.50. You're like, okay, how about this? How about I give you $1 and we both shut the fuck up about it?
Okay.
That's like a discount.
Okay. Yeah.
That's like
Right.
Right. That's even worse now that I'm saying it out
Yeah.
loud, maybe.
Yeah,
Very
that's
much
higher
so.
chance of
That's
getting fired.
That's kind of Sprite embezzlement if you think about it.
yeah.
You
Well,
could
what
just
about-
turn around and resell it to another customer. Be like, oh shit,
Oh.
really? Okay, hold on, wait. Anybody want a Sprite? Normal price? I did taste it, so you know it's good.
Why not just say, like, oh, I was hoping for an employee discount? And they're like, what? I'm like, I deliver food for you. I'm an employee. And then if they're like, no, you're not, it's like, okay. And then you take the food and you deliver it somewhere else and you never talk to that person again.
Yeah, sorry, I got confused.
I thought I worked here because
See you
I'm here
tomorrow.
picking up food that I'm not going to eat. And I'm
Yeah.
taking it to someone else who is going to eat it. And they
I am-
pay me.
I am here more often than you are.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who the fuck I am?
They say you have to pay for your drink. Just take the bag of food and upend it on the floor. I quit.
Take this job and shove your job. how about
Please don't call my boss, which I
Please
think
don't.
is you.
Or the app? Can you call an app?
It would be if they said try to charge you. Just pull a sandwich bag out of your pocket and say, I don't actually need a cup. I don't know if you have a cheaper rate. If you just fill up the soda bag for me, and then I'll be on my way.
soda bag.
Just fill up this soda bag.
I have a Yahoo here. This one was
Yeah.
sent in by Daisy. Thank you, Daisy. It's Yahoo Answers user Anthony J, who asks, you know such flavors?
Huh.
You know such flavors as chocolate cake and marble vanilla, strawberry lemon, and such, right?
Yeah.
Like cake,
Yeah.
cake flavors.
Cake flavor. I know such flavors.
Yeah. Okay. Would anybody be interested in a grape flavored cake?
Ah.
And I don't, the boys, the last thing I want to do is relitigate hot grapes, right? That is the last sort of predicament I want to get
Obviously.
into.
Griffin,
because
can I
it's
tell you something? Didn't
Yeah.
even cross my mind till you said it.
okay. Well, it was maybe my bit recall is actually better than I'm giving myself credit for. Here, but let's talk about this. Where's the grapes cakes?
Well, here's the thing, Ditto.
Yeah.
Is that there's two different grape flavors, as is true with a lot of fruit flavors. I would say we have the
Right.
grapes that one might eat off a vine, and then we have
Right.
the grape flavor that one might get in, say, a pouch of Big League Chew. Right? That doesn't taste like
Yes.
that. They don't taste like each other.
It's purple. It's purple.
It's
a
purple
different
flavor.
flavor. It's
Purple
purple. It's
taste.
purple flavor.
Yeah, but if you taste that weird like Big League Chew grape, you're like, that's grape. I know what this tastes like, and you'll eat a grape, and you'll be like, this tastes like grapes, right? But the twain
Right.
do not meet.
There's really not a good middle ground of both grapes, is there?
No. And if you made a flavor that tasted like grapes, it would be weird as fuck.
It'd be really good though, right?
It would
Fresh.
be good. Grapes is good though. Actually, Travis, I'm
Local?
coming back around.
I'm
I
not
love
saying it would be
local
bad.
fresh grapes.
Didn't say it'd be bad. Said it'd be
But
weird.
they're not making cakes of this stuff.
Yeah.
They're making cakes of virtually every other flavor,
Yeah,
right?
right.
I've had more lemon cakes than you could shake a freaking stick at.
I don't
But
know.
I've
I
never
can shake
even
a stick at a lot of cakes.
And I've seen a lot of shows where they're making stuff like this.
Oh yeah, they
But
make
nobody's-
weird shit. I seen it on the Nailed It, on the Great British Bake Off, on
But
the
where's
Zumbos.
where's my grape British break off? My grape British break off. My grape British bake off. Where
There it
is
is.
it?
I I want to take a second. I went ahead and Googled it. Grape cake, right? I Googled grape cake, and the first result is a Food Network offering from Chopped Judge Alex Guarnaschelli.
Yeah.
And here's what she has called this: warm grape cake.
Okay.
And Alex, don't tell me the temperature at which this cake will arrive to my guests, because I would say you probably have at best 10-minute window of warm, right? Before you hurtle past out of hot into cold. Now it just challenges us. Why does she say, Alex knows this, she's a foodie, why would she call it warm grape cake? And I think it's because Alex wrote the words grape cake at the top of her paper to turn in and thought, that looks fucking crazy. I can't call it grape cake. That's insane.
It's
absolutely can't do that.
It's also entirely possible that Alex included, well, you're in some point in the recipe. So at some point you're going to have to cook these grapes. And then she was like, I got to warn people about what they're getting into before. This is a sin against God. I got to give them a heads up before they start mixing flour and what have you.
Okay, here's what I think it is, boys. Here's what I think it is.
Wait, hold on. I want to say something else.
Okay.
The second recipe is from Once Upon a Chef, and it is called Harvest Grape Cake. Fuck off!
They need something
Fuck off.
in there, huh?
You got to get something in there because Martha Stewart is the third result, and hers is called a winemaker's grape cake. Just have some strength in your
Let it
convictions.
stand on its own merits.
To be fair, Justin, right? Someone walks up to you and they're somehow balancing 3 trays, right? And they say, this is a chocolate cake. And you think, I know what that is. This is a strawberry cake. Yes, I understand. And this is a grape cake.
It's the next result after that is from Kitchen, and it's called Fresh Grape Cake. I'm having to go to the second page of Google now to see if there's somebody who had the power to just stand in their fucking truth. Okay, fine dining lovers, soft white grape cake. So the cake is soft and white. It's weird how not every other fucking cake recipe has to say it's soft.
Yeah,
and
that's
also
not a
white.
thing. Hey, how was the cake? Soft.
Warm, harvest, winemakers.
Rock Recipes has a sunken grape almond cake.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
Ooh.
That sounds bad.
That sounds haunted.
Okay. Picture this, right? The cakes I described earlier. I hand you a strawberry cake. You cut into it. What color is it?
Pink,
Okay. I hand you a lemon cake. You cut into it. What color is it?
yellow.
I hand you a grape cake. You cut into it. Is it purple?
But grapes aren't necessarily. Oh shit, Trav.
Yeah.
Yeah. You better be prepared to stand next to your cake for each person that comes up and they're like, what's this? And you have to tell them, it's a grape cake. I know it's not purple.
Yeah.
But it's not a purple cake. It's not purple flavor.
It's not purple. It's grape. This is a grape cake. Yeah, but shouldn't the bread be purple? No. Grapes don't dye things purple. Like, cut open a grape, rub it on something. It doesn't make it purple.
It's kind of clear on the inside, isn't it, Paul?
Yeah.
Hollywood? Coming over here talking smart about my grape cake. I don't think this flavor is going to be good in your cake. Well, Paul Hollywood, have you ever had a fucking grape cake? No, actually, why aren't we making cakes out of these little guys?
You win.
these little nature's gushers. I love these things.
I love these guys. I eat them all the time.
You're right.
Right? I've never even made a cake with these guys, and I make lots of cakes. This is weird.
But then imagine Paul Hollywood gets on TV and they're like, "So Paul, what are you making for us?" And he has to say, "Grape cake."
Paul's grape cake.
This is Paul. So it's just grape cake, Paul? It's a Paul's Fresh Harvest
Special
cake featuring also grapes.
I bet that there was in history at least once that someone said grape cake, and they said, "Did you say great cake?" I hope so. I was like, "No, grape cake."
Oh,
A
thank
great-
you. I just bought it at the Cape store. No, I didn't say great cape. What?
Grape.
The grape
Grape
cake.
cake? Okay, just
This
call
is-
it Paul's grape cake.
Just call it Paul's finest grape cake on the market today. I work at a hardware store, specifically in the paint department. I worked here for 4 years, and I am a seasoned veteran, so I know my way around the color spectrum. I can make over 30,000 different colors.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
How many colors do you two think you could make?
How many can I make, or how many can I
Wait,
name?
can I finish?
Yeah,
Can I finish?
can I finish?
Can I finish? Can I finish?
Right. Who
Oh,
was
that's
that? Who was
funny.
that? Is that fucking Ross Perot?
That is funny.
Fuck, that's funny.
Fuck, that's funny. But today, a customer asked me a question I've never heard before. Which color is best?
Whew.
Well, brothers, what is the best color?
Whew.
And that's Trent from OK Cupid, Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get? Oh, you got a little confused.
It's
there.
OKC.
Yeah.
It's OKC.
Oh,
so
I know.
just
I know.
guessed.
Yeah, your brain got scared and confused of the truth.
Blue.
Blue? No, blue's a sad color. Green.
We got it. Okay. If we sit here and talk about our favorite colors,
Not our favorite, best.
okay, but I'm talking about what we're currently doing, which is talking about our favorite colors. It's not going to be fun or entertaining. The bias has already, like, we've been at this for 0.0 seconds, and the bias has already fucking crept in and polluted the game. So let's take a step back, and we'll take blue and green off the table for a minute until we can talk about it like scientists and adults.
Okay, I will be a scientist then, and I'll tell you. The answer is, unfortunately, in the context with which I imagine this question is being asked, which is like paint for either the inside or outside of a home or office or business of some sort, the answer is like eggshell or off-white or something, right?
Yeah.
Because then it's like, hey, we're not going to make a choice with this color, but it's not going to be white either. Oh, we're not going with white. It's going to have a little
But
life
you
to
are,
it.
right? You are, though, right?
What do you mean?
You're saying, I just wanted to clarify that you're saying white's the best color.
I'm not saying white. I'm saying off-white or eggshell.
So, yeah, but those are white. So you're saying, like, the best. Travis McElroy.
no,
of
I clarified.
podcasts
Whoa.
Says
I will.
white is best.
I said in
Wow.
the context of paint for a room, inside or outside.
I don't have room for that in my tweet. Listen, I love all this stuff. I think that's really going to help with the TMZ article and everything. But
What about pale gray? How's that?
We're getting close. All right, I'm going to take it in a different direction. With red, you can scare a bull.
Yeah,
So,
imagine-
but bull's charging. Okay, Travis, let's play in the fucking space for like a minute scientifically. Okay, let's hypothesize in the space. Bull is charging at you. What color you
Okay.
want your little handy towel to be?
I mean red, but
Right.
I don't think
So
the
wait,
customer's
Griffin-
asking what color should I buy to paint my handy towel, Griffin.
the color. Griffin has said the bull is scared of red. So is the way that bullfighting works is the city's red and the bull has to be like, that's really fucking scary, but I'm not gonna be cowed by this. I want to show that
Not
thing who's
again.
boss, even though I'm fucking terrified of this town.
No,
Yeah.
you know, red was the color that every Bulls gym coach wore. Is the thing, and so the Bulls like, I will not be bullied. That's where the term comes from. By the
Yep.
color red again.
Yeah, that's so. I'm trying to think of like practicality, right?
Yes. I think. What
Um,
about this camouflage?
That's a few colors, though, isn't it, Travis?
Well, you say that, but I see those videos on Facebook where people like dip dip a helmet. They don't dick a helmet. That'd be weird. They dip a helmet into water that has like camouflage paint sitting on top
Those
of
are,
it.
dude, and those videos are badass. Like we
They're
can
so
all
cool.
agree on that, but it's
Oh my
so
God.
far from being
The
a,
way they
like a-
that and the ones where people dig out like a pool in a house and stuff.
and they just like live there.
Whoa! I can watch that with the sound off for days.
What about the ones where they make cakes, but
Yeah.
they're like clear Jello cakes?
Oh yes, the ones where they slowly make stuff out of like colored pencils and. You know, it's like, oh, look, I'm going to recreate like a thing to sharpen pencils and I'm going to do it in like 1,000 steps.
I fucking love that, dude. That's a good color. I think so far, if we're doing it with an unbiased stance,
Uh-huh.
my red scares the bull argument is still sort of in the lead
Uh-huh.
because it's the only color you're going to want if a bull's coming to get you.
Okay.
So, unless anybody has something that can beat the red scares the bull,
The red does scare the bull. What's a color that bees don't like?
I was just thinking about bees, Trav.
Yeah, you were thinking about bees?
But I don't think they give a fuck about color, do they?
Well, what if you painted your whole house to look like a big bee?
That's multiple colors. I
It's
don't
two
think
colors.
if
It's
you, if
two.
you, yeah.
Do you know that bees can see colors we can't?
Oh, so it's probably the answer is probably whatever color that bee is seeing.
Bee
Bees can see.
Fucking-
Bees can see UV.
Good.
Fucking tripping, 24/7.
That makes me mad. That there's a color I can't
thank
see.
you. I'm glad they're gone.
Well, it's when you look at the color spectrum, right? And let's put on your let's do. Sometimes, boys, I like to be a little bit nerdy, and I like to really geek it up. It's like just past like indigo, purple, ultraviolet, right? So like
Yeah.
I just imagine it keeps going and then it's like ultraviolet. It gets purpler and purpler and purpler. So like bees, they see all the cool colors that we can see, but they can see the dankest fucking purples that are so purple like our brains can't even think about it.
Hey, you guys, what if one day all the bees looked up and God had written in like ultraviolet in the middle of the air, everything's fucked. You guys need to get out of here. But
Yeah.
we couldn't see it.
Yeah,
And
we
the
can't
bees
see it.
did. And they were like, oh, we better go.
Can I talk more about bees?
Yeah.
For 1 second.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Bees cannot distinguish red from black. So I think if bees could talk, the first thing bees would say is, "You have got to explain checkers to me. What the fuck are you guys doing? Come on. You're just moving these tiny plates? I don't know, y'all, but it is wild. That's why we left. Because y'all were doing checkers so much. We were like, this is fucking nothing.
Okay, so just to clarify, bees can see colors that we can't, but they also
Yes.
can't see colors that we can?
Yeah, baby, it's a trade-off.
I hate that.
But it's why we're so different, huh? It takes all
Yeah,
kinds.
that's
Doesn't
true.
It takes a
That's
whole
why-
village to pollinate a flower.
Everyone should have a bee paired with them. The bee will tell us about all the ultraviolet stuff we can't see, and we can be like, "Hey, let me explain to you why like this can of Mountain Dew Red looks so cool."
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a point about bees. All right,
Okay.
everybody's pretty upset.
Everybody
that
stand
so
back.
many of 'em-
Let's
Everybody stand back.
just real quick. It's red. It scares the bull away. And now let's
Okay,
go.
it's-
Now we
it's
can
red,
go.
it's
on to the
red,
next
it's
thing.
settled.
Yeah.
Everybody's complaining about the bees leaving, and they're upset about it. And I
Yeah.
get it, right? And it's because bee pollinate flower, right?
Yeah. Bee fuck
But
flower.
Here's what I would say: if bees cared about us, they would probably just tell us how to do it, right?
How to
Like
pollinate
if
a
the
flower?
bees would tell us how to do the pollinating, we would do it. We could do it, and then they could leave. Like they
Yeah.
could have told us before they left. Like, here's the secret: you give it a special little billy tickle, and then you slip the pollen. I'm guessing. I don't know. I
Well,
don't
the
know
answer would probably be
how it
like, well,
works.
you rub your bits on it, and then you take your
That's
bits
it.
and you rub it over here on this other flower. So there's a lot of
Right.
bit dipping.
They've been.
They could have just taught ants, right? Like, what are ants doing?
Listen up,
they're not
Ants
flying,
away?
Justin.
Listen up, ants.
What?
First things first. You gotta get out of the ground. Sucks to live down there. What are you doing? It's dirty as hell. Second, I want to talk about having a wank in the garden. Because that's how we do things around here. You're bees now, ants.
I'm just saying bees could be ants.
Well,
Bees
yeah,
can be
obviously. obviously. But without wings, and the bee's like, you got to get up there and you got to rub your bits on that flower. Every time the ant gets out there, it's like, all right, let's do this. And it's got to like climb up the flower stem. And then it gets up there and it's like, well, I don't want to rub my bits on this. Or maybe it gets up there and somebody's already rubbing their bits on the flower.
And it's, I mean, also ants are just so strong, Juice. So when they get up there and they try to crank off, they're going to rip their members, dude.
Yeah, dude. That's actually true.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, let's take a break.
Rip them
This
right
has
up.
been
Punch a hole right through their thorax, dude. These ants
This has been
ants aren't going to be cranking.
let's go to the mic zone.
Yeah, so we forgot to record the frickin' ads, man. And I don't have an excuse for it. If you're looking for excuses, go somewhere the hell else, because we just forgot. We recorded like a bunch of Mabim Bams. No, you know what? This ain't over the plate, is it? This one's pretty far off the plate. So I'm just going to do the ads real quick, and we'll pretend like this never happened. I mean, pretend like you heard the ads and act on them, because that makes us look like really good. But anyway, our first sponsor is Away. Away makes very good suitcases. We have an Away suitcase, and I recently purchased a second match. Yeah, I think we missed it. I don't think they're
You
gonna.
wanna show that
I don't think they're gonna do it on Easter.
Show that. No, then they just sell crucifixes. It's 2 ribs
It's too.
and a crucifix.
Same
Perfect
price.
ribs.
Same price, still $30. It's all about the experience. It's experiential eating at Boston Market.
Hey, we're kind of taking kind of an avant-garde approach to what it means to be Boston Market.
Boston Market is bidding farewell to flowers and ciao to chocolates this Valentine's Day with a new, one-of-a-kind gift. A romantic bouquet made of its newest menu offering, fall off the bone, baby back ribs.
That term has never sounded good to me. I need it to be on the bone at least until it reaches the mouth quadrant.
Well, sir, and certainly if your plan is to deliver a bouquet of them to your lover,
Yes.
you would want them to stick to maybe they're stick to your ribs with a pile of meat on their floor and a bunch of bones.
Hey, this Valentine's Day, how about a dozen fall off the stem roses?
Yeah.
Right. It's beautifully assembled with 1 dozen tender Boston Market baby back ribs. The limited edition and sure to be coveted. Fucking pull up an imaginary stool and then get a seatbelt on your imaginary stool and strap yourself into it, because this is about to blast you right out of the water. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
The sure to be coveted Bay, B-A-E, Be Back Ribs bouquet.
Holy
the
shit,
Bay
Fuck. Ah.
Be Back Ribs bouquet will be available for purchase on Friday, February 14th in all Boston Market restaurants nationwide while supplies last for $29.99. Hey, fuck, it's one day. So there are people, other humans, like us, people on Earth, that had to spend their life minutes learning how to make a tasteful rib bouquet for this fucking punchline of a promotion that lasts one day.
Hey, Justin, can I just dip in real quick for a second to touch on that thought? Because when you say beautifully arranged, tastefully arranged, the idea to execution gap that exists there for me